Alrighty, Americans be here, and I am in my own backyard, and I was walking, just doing a little morning inspection, just kind of seeing what's going on, cleared out the waterfall filter, and I got over here and I started hearing a little bit more buzzy than I thought I should. So I was actually thinking they were just buzzing on these Russian sages, and come to find out, I found a little swarm tucked away in here. I'm not sure if it's mine or not, but nevertheless, we're going to deal with it. And I'm not sure where it came from, because last I checked all mine, they were looking pretty good. So we will find out. I'm going to kind of go through there a little bit and see if I can't find that queen. Alright, here's a better view. You can see it's not a very big cluster. It's probably about volleyball size, so not too bad. See if I can't find this queen, get her caged up real quick. And we'll see if that works, how that pans out. There's too much. Ranges on the other side. So what I like to do is, I'll just take a frame, kind of just put them up underneath, and then they'll just kind of slowly start walking over this here. What that does is it kind of calmly removes a decent majority of the bees, and hopefully you'll be able to kind of isolate the queen. They start saying, hey look, comb. And meanwhile, I'm looking for that queen to run around, and she's kind of, she'll be constantly kind of moving around here. See if it's one of mine, because every one of my known queens are marked. And if she's not marked, then give them some space to run around on. There she is. She is unmarked. And she just went down there. Damn it. She just dropped down to that other one. Oh no, she's just hiding from me. Got her. Alright, not sure if you can see her there. Do we get it back down there? Is that the only queen? Because she looked kind of like a virgin. A little bit of sugar water. Well, I think that's the only queen. Nice. decently light coating of sugar syrup, and shake the rest of these girls off. No queen there. Is an earwig. Get out of here. Another one must be hanging out in the grapes where they like to. Alright. Put that back. Now this is all foundation. I'm going to feed them. Hopefully they will draw all this out. Now I did kind of pinch her a little bit when I was putting her in here. So I'm definitely going to have to be really cautious about her health. She seems to be moving around really well. So, put this towards the back. Entrance, and hopefully you saw all that. In case you didn't see it, I put her in a cage right there, and she was moving around pretty decent. But I'm going to stick her actually right here and let them get going. I have a bottle of sugar syrup there. Oh, not this one. Wrong pen. I'm not sure if this one's mated. And what is today? The 29th of June, 2024. So 6 to 9. Swarm, queen, right, caged, check, 7, 1. I'll give her a couple days and then release her. So if she is virgin queen, she kind of looks mated, to be honest. So I'm going to check back. I'll release her on the 1st. And then check back probably in like a week and see if there's eggs. And if there is, look at these girls. Looking pretty good. Smells really good. If there's eggs, then I'll know she's mated. You know, give her a couple days to acclimate, and then a couple days to start laying eggs. And if there's eggs after a week, then I know for sure she was mated. If there's not, I'll just come back in another week and check on her to make sure she's doing well. There's some feed there for her. So anyways, nice little swarm catch. I'm lucky I found it. I'm surprised. I'm actually on call and I was supposed to be at work, but ended up canceling the case. So decided I'd take my coffee and come out here for a little morning stroll. Some leftovers there. And ended up catching these girls hanging out. So I don't, that's the, you know, the thing, funny thing is I don't know where, if it was from my yard, which one would have swarmed, because potentially this one, but see, this had a cell on the 8th and I'm supposed to check it on the 1st. So I would be shocked if they had a, you know, a swarm already. This one had a mated queen already. I checked these and none of them really, yeah, that's looking good. These all had cells that I'm supposed to check on. Oh, I didn't write on that. That's not written on. I broke down this colony because they had cells. So maybe it did come from here, because this usually has a big beard. So maybe they had a virgin that left. But I mean, they look pretty full in there, so should probably feed them. But feels decent. We still have a little bit of a trickle. Those were the two things coming in. So who knows? It very well could have been from one of these that I split and made up, and one of the queens came out and took some of the bees with her. I know for the last several nights that one's been having a really big beard. Let's see what this one looks like on the inside. I mean, that's got a pretty decent population. Both these two didn't have a whole ton of population, just some frames of capped brood that should be emerging, so I'd be shocked if it was one of these. But hey, you never know. And in the end, it doesn't matter. As long as I get a mated queen back that I can use to requeen ones that don't get a mated queen back here in the next few weeks. I'm going to be pulling my honey. I got several boxes there, and of course my phone doesn't like to, I got to get a new phone. It doesn't like to focus between the 1 and 3 zoom for some reason. And I think it's a Samsung update on the 21s that they did. Gosh, probably at least a year ago now. Did an update, and ever since then it hasn't wanted to focus. I figured it was my phone, but then my screen cracked. Ended up getting a new phone, a refurbished phone, and it's doing the same thing. So who knows? I don't like seeing all those dead bees out there. I know the schoolyard just back there just sprayed the other day for, I'm guessing, clover. They can't, you know, God forbid, you know, you got clover in the field, white Dutch clover. But it's the only one that I'm seeing with anything like that, so I don't know. Maybe it's nothing. I don't know. Maybe they're fertilizing. I don't know what they were doing. They're spraying something. I can only assume chemicals, because the school districts can't just do things naturally. They've got to have these, well, anyways, I digress. I want to get off onto a rant about that. This video's long enough, so there's the entrance of the new swarm. They're looking good. That colony's looking good. So I put that box on about 2 weeks ago. This colony was building up because I removed a queen from down there, and that they were trying to swarm one of the end boxes down there about a month or so ago. And then, let's see, on the first, well, okay, so on the 1st of June, 6/1 red, and on the 20th I put the super, so that was 9 days ago, just in case they needed more room, allow that nest to push up, because she was laying really well still, and they were just trying to swarm or do something down there. So yeah, and they got their queen back. So anyways, American's bee. All right, another little quick lesson here. This is one of my honey producers. This is a beautiful landscape. Nice little panoramic view out in the countryside of America. But what I want to show you is
if you don't really know when your honey flow ends, one thing you can do is, well, first off, look at all this activity coming and going. You got pollen coming in, there's a lot going on, but I took a little drop of sugar syrup and I placed it here. That is only the second bee to even acknowledge that it exists. The first one came over, probably took about 30 seconds to find it, and this is about a minute, 2 minutes later after she left. It just sat there. So if there was a dearth going on where there was nothing, that would have immediately been covered up and probably gone by now. A fan in there, and it just smells absolutely amazing right here. One of the best smells in the world.